Hey runners! Happy Saturday. It is April 19th, and what an exciting weekend here in the States. It's Boston Marathon weekend with the prestigious 129th running of the Boston Marathon taking place in just 2 days on Marathon Monday. It is very exciting. Unfortunately, we will not be there this year. It is one of let me rephrase that. It is my favorite marathon. I've never qualified for it, but I've been there 3 times. My wife has qualified each and every time she runs, basically, but we've been there 3 times. So it's fun to take part and be a spectator. The shakeout runs, seeing all the elites on the Charles River, just an exciting time. We've got a couple friends that are taking part this year in the race, so we're very excited to actually watch it. It's going to be televised on, I believe it's ESPN2. I'm working, but I will definitely be having it on DVR so that the afternoon I'll have some time after work to be able to watch it. So, yeah, it's very exciting weekend, and it's a beautiful weekend here in Phoenix. Unlike last week, we hit 100 degrees once or twice. Might have been one day, and then we're in the upper 90s, like 97, 99 degrees for pretty much 4 or 5 days. This time of the year, the average high is 84, close to 85, and we've been basically at upper 70s. I think we might have even hit, yeah, not even hit 80 yesterday. Right now it's 58 degrees and it is 9:14 a.m. I'll take it. This morning's run was just beautiful, in the low 50s. So we're loving it. Summer is right around the corner, and it will be time to get acclimated once again to the heat. But if we can hold this back a little bit, this will be fantastic. So, anyways, thanks for hopping on board. I hope you're having a great weekend wherever you're watching from. Again, here it's Saturday morning. I've got my cup of coffee here. I had breakfast a while ago. I went to the gym this morning for a little strength training, a little Normatec recovery boots, and then I went for a very easy recovery 3 miles. And I'll touch on what we did yesterday and basically the last week or so for my runs. So, to basically kind of kickstart it, this week I've put in 23 miles with today's run. So I've been averaging about 22 ish, 23, right around there. So just under 25, which is good. I'm, feeling good. A little niggle in the left knee, on and off, but that's pretty much at bay. It doesn't flare up too often, so I'm keeping an eye on that. Doing my strength training and just not doing anything crazy with it, so I'm feeling good. This week I had a speed workout on Tuesday, which was a 4x800, and the pace was supposed to be just a tick quicker than my 5K anticipated pace, which I'm basing it upon last year. My last 5K was in December, and I was just the course actually was a bit long, maybe a tenth. Uh, but at the 3.1, when I looked at my watch, I was somewhere around 23:35, 23:40. So, am I there? Close. I think I'm close to being sub 24. So I was basing upon that for the workout. And so I did 4x800 at 3:45 or 7:30 pace, and that would be about a 152 per 400. And so, good workout. Tuesday morning, early before work, went to the track and hit 345, 342, 342, and 343. I felt good, but that first one usually, takes a little getting settled in on that first set. that 200, or yeah, but 200, I was going fairly slow, so I had to pick it up a little bit, and I, hit my target right on actually. And then after that, I was just a little bit faster on the rest. Um, not always a good thing to be quicker, just wanting to be consistent, which I was with 342, 342, and 343. And then I like to usually end, not always, with a quicker 400, and I did that in 127. The first 200 was 46, and the last 200 was 41. So still had a little bit in there, but that's quick for me, and a good day. And then on Wednesday, my day was basically just a recovery, a 4 mile recovery, nice and easy. And then Thursday was rest day. And then yesterday, Friday, my wife and I had off, and we decided to go to, it's about maybe 15, 20 minutes away, a place called the Jacaranda Loop, which is a really nice residential area. Um, Basically, it's got a big loop and a little loop, so you can do short runs, middle distance runs, and long runs out there. So we decided let's take a drive to one of our favorite spots that we like to run away from here, and did that. I was planning on doing 10, which I did. I did 10.3 actually, but I pretty much made up the run right when I started. In my mind, I said, I'll probably do something a little bit quicker on my longer runs. I like to inject a little bit of speed. So I told myself, let's focus on doing some tempo pace runs. And so I did a 2 by 3 mile tempo with a float in between, and the float being about 9:18 pace. About 9:18 pace for that. So that was the goal. And I set out, and my first mile was 9:28, which is quicker than I would have liked to have gone for my easy run. My first 2 miles actually was 9:28, 9:19. But I've made a turn since last year and carried over where my runs are feeling like my easy runs, just in general, like I'm running quicker. There's not much effort to run at the paces that I used to run at an easy pace, like 10:30, for example. Now it's more of a struggle to go slower, which is, we always stress that the easy runs should be easy. And sometimes those are the most difficult because your body wants to go quicker sometimes when you're feeling good. And now that I feel like I've made a shift, and I need to be very diligent about running slower for the warm-ups. So that's an area of opportunity for me to focus on, and not going too quick early on. But I felt good. After those 2 warm-up miles, I went into tempo, and tempo roughly for me is close to 8:20. Basing it off, it's a little bit slower than your threshold. My threshold is just a tick over 8, maybe 8:03, 8:05. So giving myself maybe 15-second cushion for the tempo run. So 8:20, give or take, was the target. I ran 8:14, 8:11, 8:20, and that was 8:15 pace. So I felt good with that. Little bit of work involved. Not real heavy breathing for the tempo, so that's good. I didn't have my hands on my knees when I was done. It's always a good sign. The tempo run shouldn't kill you, but it's certainly not an easy run either. So followed it up with a 9:18 float, and then went straight into the second set, which this one was a little bit slower. And I could tell too, my legs were just a little fatigued. I haven't done this workout in a while, but still definitely looking forward to do my best. And I hit 8:21, 8:17, 8:17, and that gave me an average of 8:18. So really not that much slower than the first set of 8:15. Still within my target of 8:20, so I was happy with that. But I could definitely tell it took a little bit more effort on it, and I was looking at my watch, but I wasn't trying to look at it too much. I was just working on effort, and at times I was right on. Other times I was a little bit slower. I had to pick it up a bit. So overall, pleased with it. And then as I had finished my last set of tempos, my wife, who was running 15 miles and doing a 3x1 mile speed workout, she had run by me as I was cooling down, and she was approaching, I believe it was her 12th mile. Looking strong, feeling really good, and she had a good run as well. So overall, a good day yesterday with our run. A nice day, actually, cool. We went out for breakfast afterwards, and it was a nice day all around. And then this morning, got out, like I mentioned, went to the gym, a little strength training, and then did a 3 mile recovery run, which that was a good run, but I went a little bit quicker than I had anticipated, especially for the first mile. It was 9:49, but I was going a little quicker in the first half. So I told myself just take it easy, and not push it. And I know sometimes those easy runs are tougher than the quicker runs, but got it done. Overall pace of 9:56, so I'll take it. Probably could have gone a little bit slower than that, but no pain. I did break out my new Saucony Ride 17s. Basically, those are new to me. I like the rides. I like them as a daily trainer, easy runs, recovery runs, and they just have some good cushion, not overly cushioned, and just when you want to go a little bit slower, easier ride. That's usually a good shoe. The difference between the 17 and 16, I think the 16 may have had a little more cushion, and the 17s looked bigger than my 16 version. But when I put them up, next to each other, it was the same length, the same size. I'm a size 9. Maybe they just made the, toe box area look a little bit wider. But overall, still a good fit. I like the Saucony brands and New Balance. Those are the two brands that I really kind of gravitate towards. And so, yeah, good start to the weekend. Looking ahead, my wife and I had signed up for a 5K down in Tucson, which is south of Phoenix here, about an hour and a half drive. And we usually do maybe a couple races a year down there. And they've got a Cinco de Mayo race on Sunday, May 4th. And so most of the races in Tucson are hilly, so this will be a challenging race. But we're definitely looking forward to it. Last year, they have a 10K, which is more popular, and I think that's part of their Triple Crown race down in Tucson, where if you do X amount of races, you get points. That at the end of it, they claim a winner. So the 5K is not as competitive. Last year, in my age group, there were only 2 finishers, and their times were slower than what I typically run. So if we have the same field, there's a chance I may not only be able to podium, but I may be able to win my age. That we'll see if that happens. I'm expecting a more competitive field, but again, the 10K is really the race that shines. We both want to just get a nice little 5K under our belts and kind of kickstart the unofficial start, I guess, to summer. We still got some ways until summer is officially here, but yeah, we'll do that. And I've got some plans for the fall that I'll speak about here in the near future of what I'm looking to do as far as other races. But Other than that, feeling good. We are looking forward to the Boston Marathon. So if you are racing in the Boston Marathon on Monday, best wishes to you. Hope you have a great race, or your friends or family racing. I hope they also have a great race. We'll be watching and rooting for our friends and the community of runners all together. So lots of great content on YouTube right now. Go check it out. Sidious Mag is one channel that we follow. They've got some great interviews, and then we like to. My wife and I will, make picks on who we feel are going to be the top 3 men overall, top 3 women overall, and then the top 3 U.S. men and women. So we'll see. I'll definitely get my picks in here before Monday, and maybe I'll report back on the next video on how we did. So until then, enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the video, and be sure to subscribe and like this video, and have a great day. Take care.